Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. Dr. Urias Papers here, coming at you with another commentary on Dungeons & Dragons. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment. All right, it's time for another installment of the Doctor Spell Prognosis. Today, we are talking about the first level spell, Divine Favor. This is a Paladin spell, also part of the War Domain for the War Domain Cleric, aka the Battle Priest. So I'm giving this one a B- on our prognosis today. And maybe I'll move this up to a B. I'm going to move this up to a B. I just saw a few things in here that made me think I should move this up to a B. All right, it's a first level spell. It's a bonus action. That's great. It is a bonus action. It has a range of self, verbal, and somatic. It lasts for a minute, but it is concentration. Its school is evocation. And the radiant damage it does is the damage effect is radiant. So your prayer empowers you with divine radiance until the spell ends. Your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit. So, I mean, this is pretty standard. It's pretty straightforward. Not a lot to say about this. I'm not giving it higher than that because it is concentration. And because it is only usable by paladins and war domain clerics. I have yet to make like a war priest build. I know that the D4 Corey dude, D4 builds, he did a war priest build. I may look at doing paladins, one of my favorite classes, so I may look at doing a paladin like build or like a pally lock or something like that. But it does last for a decent amount of time. I would be more inclined to give it a higher rating if it did more damage. Like if it did a D6 of damage. It is a first level spell. It is kind of on par with Hex. Hex does 1d6 extra damage and a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, the penalty on the ability checks. It lasts, you know, you can switch it around. It lasts for an hour. Not saying that Divine Favor is like the Paladin's Hex, but it almost is. And so to compare those two first level spells, Hex is way better than Divine Favor. And so you can guess I'm going to be giving Hex a really good rating. So, but to do radiant damage, that's pretty good. Very few things are resistant to radiant damage. And the things that you're going to be really wanting to hit with the radiant damage can be vulnerable. They're not always vulnerable, but they can be vulnerable to radiant damage. So you could be doing 2d4 instead of 1d4 radiant damage. And some things will only take damage from radiant damage. So this is a way to do that. So all in all, not too bad of a spell. Again, it's very straightforward. Concentration and the low amount of damage and the few classes that can use it do bring down the rating a bit. But that's what I got for you today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.